of incoherent statement about austerity that I still can't figure out if she actually understands what it means or where she stands on austerity. But what was interesting about it was CNN brought her on to talk about austerity in a very superficial way, where she actually said that, we're embracing it as a virtue without mentioning the fact that thousands of people all across the world in multiple different nations are protesting austerity. She doesn't mention this at all. And then 5 minutes later, CNN brings on a councilwoman by the name of Letitia James. She's a Democrat from Brooklyn, who's talking about these horrible consequences of the blizzard that just happened in New York City. And in New York City, Michael Bloomberg just fired hundreds of sanitation workers. And we're hearing all kinds of terrible reports that, 1,300 critical calls went unanswered during the blizzard. 1,300 critical calls. And there was another story that a Brooklyn woman was forced to spend the night with the body of her dead father in her apartment. And then in Queens, there was a fire, and people were actually dragging the wounded on sleighs to the hospital because EMTs couldn't reach them because the streets hadn't been plowed. So there's this incredible story about the real consequences of austerity in New York City actually happening, but CNN doesn't bother to link these two events. They don't bother to say, hey, remember those austerity cuts we were just talking about with Belinda Luscombe? Well, these are the consequences of those austerity cuts.